Ready.
Welcome to Veda Day 17. My name is Pauline and I'm here with a friend and mentor, Michael Port. And Michael has just released his 5th book, Book Yourself Solid Illustrated. And what I wanted to talk to you about today is often I think you might be struggling with staffing yourself solid. And so I wanted to talk to Michael about 4 things in particular that I think would be really amazing. Could you tell us a little bit about this red velvet rope policy?
Sure. So the red velvet rope policy is a filtration system. And the filtration system allows in only ideal clients. So you could say ideal staff members, employees.
Yeah.
Because you want your employees to inspire you and energize you. And most importantly, you want to be able to do your best work with them and their best work with you. And look, everybody's had employee here and there, and they drain your energy and they make you feel like your work is worthwhile, and sometimes maybe they even make you feel like you want to do bodily harm to somebody. And that's generally not appreciated in the workplace. No, so you don't want to do that.
No bodily harm, no. And we all know that the cost of hiring an employee who's a dead employee, who you let pass this red velvet rope policy and then you soon regret it. It's expensive to get rid of them, it's timely, it's full of stress for them and you, so we just don't want to be doing that, right? We want to make sure that we're letting employees, in this case, come across our red velvet rope that really will do justice to our business.
Indeed.
Yeah. So we've kind of talked about who are your ideal employees. So you talk a lot about finding your ideal clients. So what should my clients be thinking about when they're finding their ideal employees?
What should your so your clients when they're trying to find ideal employees? Well, look, you want to align your values with the values of the organization for whom you work, because if your values are not in line with their values, you can have a lot of conflicting
friction.
Yeah, a lot of friction.
Yeah.
So there's that, but also, when you choose to work for an organization, you're choosing to work for the people in that organization, and so. We all know that people don't leave a job necessarily because they're not getting paid enough. They leave because
their manager.
Right. So you want to make sure that you're not taking the job just because the job is there, but the person that you're working for is someone who's going to allow you to do your best work. That's very, very important.
Totally. And I have nothing to add to that. The third thing that I wanted to talk to you about that I think is so particular to the work that you do that ties into me is this idea of branding yourself. As an employer, I think it's so important to have a brand and to step out and be self-expressed and do things that distinguish you, that makes you, so to speak, this employer of choice so that you're getting more resumes than you can handle. In Michael's world, he helps us get more clients than we can handle, even if we hate marketing and selling. So what about this branding piece for employers? How does that fit?
Well, okay, so I think each individual inside an organization can have their own personal brand identity because, let's look at it this way. When you hire somebody, you want to make sure that they can do what you need them to do, right? So they can achieve the goals that you need achieved in that position. But you want to make sure that they stand for something of significance. And then you're going to pick somebody that, I like what they stand for, I like who they are, I like what they're all about. And so when you're looking for people, again, as we said before, you want to find values that connect. But each individual inside the organization can have their own personal brand identity. Why do they get up to do the work that they do? So when you're looking to hire them, this is what we need. This is what we need to know. Why do they do this work?
Why do they jump out of bed in the morning?
Why do they jump out of bed to do this work? That's exactly right. So look, each person, some people might do this because they feel deeply connected to equality. Maybe the work that you do in your organization, creates more equality in the world, right? So for each one, it's something else. For me, it's thinking big. I want to help people think bigger about who they are and what they offer the world. And you might be an employee inside an organization, and you want to do the same. You can do it for the people that you're working with, and you can do it for the people that you work, the customers, the clients that your office serves. So it goes both ways, I think. You want to make sure that you're picking people whose personal brands you connect with, and you want to also help people inside the organization create their own personal brand identity so that they feel like they're empowered and they're fully self-expressed inside the workplace.
Definitely.
Right?
Definitely. And the way that I see it too is the overarching brand of who you are as an employer, what you stand for, what the experience would be like when employees join your organization. And I think many employers are scared to stand out and really show people what that is and take aggressive stands and be creative and be powerful. Instead, they just kind of blend in with everybody else, right? Especially traditional industries. And so I really like to see what organizations can do to stand out in their brand, distinguish themselves, and show the things that you've talked about. So it's a great day here in Philly. The weather's warm. We're looking to go for some sushi dinner dinner tonight, so I think I'll wrap this up. Thanks so much for
You're
your
welcome.
time.
Of course.
And thanks,
Bye.
Lou, for taping.